BagFuel, baby.
I know this looks crazy to y'all, but it's a special edition of BagFuel. Right now, somebody just got caught cheating. Esso's right here on this. We got Champagne Esso coming out. And we got 3 lovely ladies with us on BagFuel. This is a special edition. Normally we talk business, but we're gonna talk business and relationship and mix it up. Hopefully it doesn't go crazy. Can you ladies? I know Chef Cream, we just did 7 million views together. The whole internet has been going crazy since you sat down with Esso and myself. What has your life been like?
Oh man, I've done probably 10 interviews since then.
Oh yeah, they're trying to get their numbers up.
I got photo shoots up. I got I just did a brand deal with Hennessy and Roof Chris.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Bring us in there.
August 11th, I'm doing the 50th anniversary for Roof Chris for hip hop.
At Yankee Stadium?
No, at Roof Chris. So they doing a special edition Hennessy dinner, 5 drinks, 5 entrees, all that kind of stuff. Yeah,
I'm on that invite list.
Yes.
That's the one I text you about. I'm on that invite list.
So
you heard me,
shooting a lot of shows.
+1,
I got so many people working with me. Shout out to Punch, my personal photographer now. I got Funny Julius, he's my videographer now. I got Case, that's my manager. So yeah, a lot has transpired very quickly.
Oh, that's why you haven't returned my DM.
I don't check no. So I am no longer allowed to check comments or DMs because it's not about you, but you may come in good spirit. No, it's not about the brand. So unfortunately, a lot of broke, poor, unprivileged men like to threaten me in my DMs.
Threaten you?
So
Why
now
you gotta be unprivileged? Yo, chill. What
They're all that. They're threatening her. They are all of that.
They take it upon themselves because they can't intimidate me to try to threaten me through commentary and things of that nature.
Oh, wow.
So my team, they handle the comments and all that now because it's not good for me to wake up every day and see that.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, you gotta protect your
spirit.
Miss Rochelle, you sitting with us. You know, legendary, infamous. You're the reason why everybody in Harlem knows Esso.
Tell them.
Talk about
Salon
yourself.
804, been in Harlem for over 30 years.
Congratulations.
Thank you. They said if you make it past 5, you're good.
Yeah.
It's been 30 years.
You make it past the first year, you good sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, 30 years in the game, it's a lot. I've been doing in this industry and in Harlem, just a lot. So it's time to get on this platform. It's a whole new platform I'm opening up for myself.
Why you got to get on this platform?
Why?
For what purpose?
No, I didn't have to. I'm helping out.
No, I'm just saying. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yo, that's why I'm sitting over here.
He's over there.
My
See, and they wonder why I chose to come sit on this thing.
This is a favor. That's what I do. Help people. I'm a virtual woman.
Virtuous
woman.
Virtuous. So you give more than you take.
Absolutely.
You ever took too much?
At times.
Was it a good taking?
At times.
That's a great answer.
Y'all are hilarious.
I like taking more though.
Such as? You can speak candidly.
Say whatever you want.
What
Say whatever you want.
I mean, various.
Money. What else? Cars. Clothes.
Let the woman answer, damn.
Oh, I'm helping her.
Yeah, I like taking things. I like.
Oh, somebody's watching.
Taking or receiving?
I'm done.
Receiving. And your gangster homegirl right here.
Yeah.
Is that
all
me?
day?
Oh, yeah.
All day.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All day.
You don't blink. You look directly in a mother effer's eyes.
That's what I'm supposed to do.
As a woman?
Yeah.
Oh, what you mean as a woman?
Yeah, well, I'm
That's why I'm on this end.
You love him to get bullied, huh? You about to get jumped.
So as a woman, we are not supposed to look directly in a man's eyes?
Aggressively? No.
Not aggressively.
Is that aggressive? Mm-hmm. Just looking in a man's eyes.
The way
is aggressive.
you did it? You were
I mean, Lucy, I'm gonna jump in because I look people directly in their eyes, and I even talk direct, and they consider that being aggressive. So
really?
Yes. So I would think that if a woman does the same thing, they would consider it the same way.
Well, I'm Juicy Lucy, by the way, And I really don't care how people take it.
I know that's right.
Because my father taught me to look someone in their eyes when you're talking to them.
My father
Or when
too.
you're speaking to them. So that's what I do. If you take it aggressively, not you, of course.
No, I know.
But if you take
No,
it
you take it
aggressively, then I think that's a personal thing.
Okay.
There's a business
There's a lot
company.
of personal motherfuckers out here.
There's
There's a lot of personal motherfuckers
I
out
just
here.
wanna
You're
say that.
absolutely right.
There's a company that you can't look at your coworkers in the eyes for more than 5 seconds.
What?
It's considered sexual.
Harassment?
Yes.
Really?
Wow.
It's a big company. I'll look it up. So if your boss is talking to you, she's a female, you got to go like this.
What? No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
He knows all this crazy shit because he even bought
I
up the
believe it,
gourmet
but-
So do you
McDonald's.
guys
Weird.
feel the same way about the handshake? Because my handshakes are pretty firm.
I would be like, I don't know if I
I
can
mean,
date her.
it's a weird way that I feel like that we greet women, especially in this thing that we do, whether it's podcasting or music business or stuff. So I would rarely give a woman like a firm handshake.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like it's always like a hello, what's going on? Nice. It's always a nice to meet you, but it's never really like no touching. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And that ain't because I'm married or no shit like that.
Right.
It's just that you just never know. So it's not like I'm not gonna touch your hand because shit goes on with hand touching too.
Well, a lot of times
You know
I
what I'm
don't
saying?
touch.
That
I
be
try not to
signals
shake
with the
men's hands,
touching.
period, really.
Yeah,
Because they don't
that's what
wash
I'm
their hands after they
saying.
use the bathroom, so.
I wash my hands. But
just
you know what I
saying.
realize, Lucy?
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna say this. It's a lot of just dirty motherfuckers
It really
out here.
is.
But it is.
It ain't-
Women
it ain't-
and
it
men.
ain't-
Yes.
it ain't-
Women and
yes.
men.
It ain't
COVID
men or
taught us
women.
that.
Oh, my God.
It's a lot of dirty motherfuckers out here. And my man just stayed with me. He came from Chicago. He said, "Yo, have you always been clean like this? You always been doing stuff like this?" No, he's a clean person.
Yeah.
He's not dirty at all.
Okay.
But he was like, you know what I'm saying? I Windex right after something's on the counter because it's granite, so I don't know if I'm gonna see the stains
Yeah,
and stuff like
yeah.
that. So I'm always inside the bathroom
Proactive.
trying to, I'm a proactive cleaner. I'm
Right.
vacuuming. I don't care about
Right.
what the man's supposed to be doing because
Yeah.
I've been on my own since I was 16.
Yeah.
Word.
So I had to take care of myself type
Yeah.
of thing. So that's where my business sense came from originally because I had to learn to pay bills and do those different type of things at a very young age. So knowing to do those type of things is kind of what led me to what I'm doing. So cleanliness, being able to be on my own
Yeah.
is what made my mother and father feel comfortable with moving
Leaving
to
you.
Virginia and leaving me here in Queens
Speaking of-
to finish school for a year and a half.
So we'll start with you, Cream. What's something that had to speed you up as a woman, business-wise?
So, I mean, a lot of y'all familiar with my story, but I've been in the streets since I was 9 years old. So as far as business-wise goes, a lot of people don't understand that, hustling and being outside and selling drugs is business-minded. You got to be management, you got to be proficient, you got to be on top of your game. So as far as like making it, a legal aspect, I just took everything I've been doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And back to the gender of it, 99% of the people that work for me are men. You know what I'm saying? And I always tell them like, yo, listen, if you can't handle the way I'm gonna be talking to you, I don't mean it disrespectfully, but I'm not here to coddle you. I'm not
But
fucking
you think that's fair? Wait, whoa. Let me ask you a question. Now, if I got a bunch of women working for me, I can't talk to them that same way.
So I
gonna
talk direct. I don't talk disrespectful,
It's
though.
still going to be taken as
Talking
quote
direct
unquote
can be disrespect.
aggressive.
Yeah.
If I say the same thing, the very same thing that you say, and I got 3 or 4 women working for me, they liable to fucking walk away from me, tell me
Lawsuit,
I'm too aggressive for them,
So
and
then
all
hire
this other
somebody
type
else.
of shit.
It's 8 billion people in the world. You don't have to work for me. I'm not fucking you. I don't have to coddle you.
I understand.
All I'm saying is this, right? I'm very aggressive. I was raised by men, right? I was raised in Brooklyn in the 90s. I'm really aggressive. So, and I don't even mean it. This just me. That's my
it's just you,
personality.
yeah.
So all I say is this. I understand that there may be some perceived notions that come with working with a woman, but I'm a beast when it comes to this money.
Yeah.
So I get up every morning at 5 in the morning, unless I gotta be up prior to that, and the first thing I do is work, and the last thing I do is work before I go to sleep. So that's what you're dealing with. So on the flip side, if they was working for you, that wouldn't look no way. They'd be like, oh, nah, son about his paper. Now that I got a pussy, it's different. It's like, oh my God, she's doing too
Yo,
much.
listen,
Yeah.
no, son is about his
Yeah.
paper if I got
Yeah.
men working for me, but if I got women working for me, son is abusive talking.
Yup.
Son is aggressive. Son be coming
But
at
I
me
get
real
that. I
crazy
get
and make me
that
want
as
to
an owner.
start working.
I get that as an owner.
Okay.
You know, people that meet me for the first time say that I'm not approachable, I'm not nice, I'm not this, I'm not that. You have to know me to love me.
Okay.
And if you don't know me, you will not like me. Period. And as far as me being your employer, it's different working for me. I'm a beast when I'm at work. I'm different when I'm outside. We can do the hookah, we can do the champagne, we can do all that. But I'm not playing over top of nobody's head. That's not what I do. So if you want to come here and have a pity party and all that, you're not getting that with me. I'm gonna give you the 100% honest truth. And if your employees cannot take that, then that's not the employee for you.
Right.
Like, I've been okay with walking away with people. I've been okay with letting people go.
I feel like that's cool when it comes from a woman, though. It's fine when you have that outlook. It's cool. I think it's great.
It's celebrated.
I got no problem
But
with
not
it.
really though, because they tell us that we doing too much.
Let me just say this to you
bitches.
real talk. And they'll tell you, because they was in the beauty salon when I was getting my hair braided. I get my hair braided here. You know what I'm saying? Right? When they talked about the comment that you said, I'm gonna say it again: smell good, eat ass, and pay bills.
Right.
When every man was outraged and they asked me, and I was sitting right here, and I was like, I don't even know what niggas got a problem with. Like, that's very easy. Eat ass, pay bills, and smell good. If that's the requirements that women want, nigga, all day, this is easy. But people look at things differently.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you.
And that's what I'm saying about with y'all being the way that y'all want to be. Yeah, they might get upset with you. Oh, she's aggressive. She's trying to get money and all that. But it's not looked at as like you're on top of people because they feel like that women is the docile
fighting for these
genre or sex. And I tell people, like, women is just as beast, just as strong, just as nasty, just as mean as any man out this motherfucker. Just as devious, want money, want the world, just like things. Men do, right?
All the things.
But because of the way the society has led y'all, you can, I'm not saying that you're getting away with it because they still talk about it, but you can get away with it without any harm. It could harm me as a man. Women will walk around and saying like, oh, he was abusive to Cream. He's aggressive, and that's why women don't work with him and all that. If we come around and say, oh, she was aggressive, and that's why men don't work with her, niggas be like,
they be like, you're a bitch ass nigga.
You a bitch ass nigga. You couldn't take her being a fucking rugged boss. It's a totally different way of fucking looking at things. I just feel like that when we're doing business and we're talking about sex and different sexes and all that, we don't think about how it's looked at. It's championed on one end, and it's looked at like, demonized. Oh, you a bitch ass nigga, right? And then on this side, like you said, it's demonized and it's making see. And I could just be wanting the money just like you.
Right.
I could be just trying to drive them home to be like, yo, what the fuck? What's going on? Let's get this money. I could be the puff daddy of beauty salons.
You know what's the slogan? It's not what you said, it's how you said it.
Yeah.
But then we got this whole equal thing, right? And I have been rethinking
You appreciate that?
equal. No.
Where is it though?
No, I'm sorry. No.
I haven't seen it.
No. I'm telling you.
It's equal like a
Where's the
motherfucker
equal?
right now.
Where's that?
No. I'm telling
You
you.
bugging. What you?
In this
Your
room.
business says it's equal like a
in this
motherfucker.
room.
Hold on, one at a time. Let's finish your thought.
And this is why I'm talking about this
So-
equal thing.
All
I've
right.
been thinking about this equal thing,
Go
right?
for it.
And I think it's a little overdone. Because it's like this. If we say we're gonna be equal, this is all
I'm listening.
Hear me
Go for it,
out.
Rochelle.
Hear me out. We can't pick and choose what we want to be equal to.
I've been trying to
I
tell
don't
y'all.
want to do. I
didn't say nothing about equality.
Keep going. Keep talking. Keep talking.
Saying it ain't none.
Go ahead.
I don't want to do what Esso do. I don't want to do what he do. I don't want to do what the film guy do. I don't want to be equal with you. I want to be soft and pink, and I want to take my hands off the wheel and know that you got it. That's what I would like. No, honestly.
For sure.
So it's like we have been fighting for these equal rights. I think it needs to be rewritten in some kind of way, because I don't really. No, for real. I equal shit to y'all. I really don't.
I think overall, right, especially as black women, right, where literally it was not legal for us to not work. Like you could go to jail if you ain't have a job as a black woman in a certain time. I think a lot of us genuinely want to have that, right? Like, yo, listen, take a little bit of this fucking burden off of me. It's a lot. But then when you go by statistically, we open up more businesses, we hire educated, we get higher incomes. What you gonna lead me back to? Poverty?
Right.
So I want you to lead, but if you not, if 47% of us don't even make over $50,000, where are we leading to?
Right.
But I just feel like when we're fighting for these rights, we just got to really understand what we're fighting for. Because sometimes we jump on these bandwagons and we jumping on a train that's going real fast, going no fucking where.
All right, so you're talking about equality in relationships.
I'm talking about period too though. Because it's certain times that even in this business, Lou, when I've been doing this shit for 30 fucking years, right? Sometimes I don't want this shit to be equally all on me. It ain't equally. It's equally all on me.
Right.
Until when everything is good, then it's ours.
Right.
And then when everything is bad, then it's equally
yours.
all on me.
Right.
Welcome to being a man. Welcome to being a man. That's what a man deals with. That's what men deal with.
That's
exactly.
That's what this percentage of men deal with. Because
every man deals with that.
Because I just told you.
You know why? Because we got a mother too.
Hold on, I'm not being disrespectful. I'm not being disrespectful. The average man in America don't make over $42,000 a year. Okay. So what is this big burden y'all got?
On the books.
Hold on. Yeah, but listen, brother.
Let me ask you
Coke
something.
is $52 a gram right now. All these brothers ain't getting the money we grew up getting.
Cream. When's the last time you paid for a date?
Never.
Stop.
I paid for
Get out of here.
Stop that.
Hold on. You know how I paid for it? He get his dick sucked at the end of the night. That's how you got paid for it. What are you talking about? I didn't have to come outside.
So that's your payment. That's your pressure.
Listen, man.
I gotta pay gas. I gotta pay tolls. I gotta make sure my bills paid.
I pay for tolls. I paid $65,000. What are you talking about?
So a nigga got his dick sucked off. That's payment.
That's payment. That's pressure for you.
Be lucky I'm here because I don't even want to be that much.
Be lucky she here.
Like, what are you talking about? You don't even bring enough to the table for me to like you as an individual that much. I gotta pay for gas. My wig that I got on my head costs $500. The sneakers I got on my feet cost $1,000.
But you sharing a wig cost for weeks with mad people, not just with the dinner he take you out on. The wig costs get spread up across a fucking month and some change, nigga.
What you talking about?
Fuck out of here, nigga. That's $3 a day, nigga. Fuck out of here.
You think I wear one wig a month?
Hell no.
And you women don't look like y'all go to restaurants with commercials. So already the bill is $400.
That's mad funny. But that's why you gotta date people within your league.
No, but
not you in particular, but date people that it makes sense. Because listen, the last date I was on was $700, and he ain't blinked an eye. Because that's what we do. You get what I'm saying? If you want somebody that has Applebee's appetite, that's fine.
What about liking a nigga though?
No,
I do.
We throw all that liking. We throw all that liking shit out when niggas start fucking doing what the fuck we want them to do.
But I could do all of that.
I like this nigga now because this nigga's paying $700 motherfucking dollars. But if he was spending $150, I don't really like this nigga like that.
If he was spending $150, he wouldn't get my time.
I don't like exactly.
It's not much to talk about. Why would I talk to you for $150 when I could spend $700 and not think about it? I don't even do $150 dinners with my son, and he
if you make $100,000 in New York City,
it equals to about
$36,000, and this nigga wants you to pay $700 meal.
Listen,
okay,
this is the expectation.
All right, let's bring this back.
We have,
but I can expect.
We all bring back this money.
But hold on, I can expect that because I could provide that. That's what I'm saying. It's different things for different people.
So you can take men out to eat.
I could take men out to eat.
But she's not.
Yeah, but I don't have to because I date men. I date men that provide. The men I date don't ask me for nothing but to be pretty. That's what they ask for.
And the stuff they did.
Listen, he gotta eat my pussy too. Shit. No. Like, what are you talking about? It go both ways.
Let's get back.
Let me tell you something. We also dealing with an age demographic here.
You think so?
Absolutely. I'm 50. I'll be 52.
You ain't no different than a 22-year-old.
We ain't spreading numbers around. We
No, listen though.
Okay.
We all dealing with the age demographic here because the experiences of dealing with a guy that's spending $700 dinners and doing all the things I've had, all the things, and it also came at a price that I wasn't willing to pay.
What was the price you wasn't willing to pay?
A lot. Family.
Such as?
Family.
So when you deal with a high-end man, you lose out on family?
It depends on what he's doing for his money.
Okay, yeah.
It depends on what he's doing for his money. So 9 times out of 10, and the different demographics of where we live at, and the people who we have access to are people that are in the street. Most times. Let's call a thing a thing. Most times. I'm not saying all the time. Most times people are in the street. That's coming at a price that I'm not willing to pay.
You don't want to go to jail.
I got you. Yeah.
You don't want to go to jail.
100%.
I'm not mad at that.
I am into interdependent dating. I'm into
What
it.
does that mean?
I don't mind paying. I don't mind me paying sometimes, you paying sometimes. You pay for the
Cream looking at you crazy.
She listening. He causing propaganda. She looking crazy. This guy.
He looking for another $6 million. That's what you looking for. You looking for another $6 million. I know what you're doing.
What you gonna say?
I am totally into it.
Let's go, Rochelle.
I'm totally into it because of my experiences and where my experiences has taken me. Where my whole family was torn apart because of this whole money thing, this whole street money thing.
Your business also messed up your family?
Not my business.
She said the street money
The
thing.
street money thing. Like being
business.
involved with guys that are in the street. It has totally, just messed up my family. So my thing is that I'm into interdependent dating, which means that I'm okay with a blue collar man. I'm okay with a guy making $150,000 a year or whatever. This area may not be for him. Listen, this demographics may not be for him, but somebody that live in a different demographic may be something different. Because you got a guy he has no debt. He ain't got all the other BS that's going on up here in New York. But he's living in a different demographics and got his own house. He got his own everything set up down there.
Stability.
It's just not in New York.
Yeah.
Do you understand? That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for stability.
Right.
I'm not looking
They're
for
the
nobody.
garbage man.
I'm over the Chanel bags and this and that. How many fucking Chanel bags you got?
They
How
the
many
garbage
pairs
man.
of jeans you only got 2 fucking legs. Why you got these 75 pairs of
Garbage men in New York make a
money.
couple dollars.
They make a couple
They make a
dollars.
couple dollars.
I don't know
Yeah,
why
a lot
niggas
of
be fronting on
times we
niggas.
overlook those guys.
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying.
But you gotta understand, like, okay, cool. I love dinners. I love going out. Me and my girlfriends go out. We drop $400-500 easy. We don't even think about it. But you got a guy that's making 152, whatever they making 175, whatever. They gonna make sure the mortgage is paid. They're gonna make sure your car note is paid. And I'm
Responsibilities.
talking about your $65,000 car too.
Yeah.
All of that shit is gonna be paid, and you ain't gotta worry about it. It's groceries in the house.
Yeah,
you ain't gotta pay none of that stuff because he's taking care of that stuff.
But do you
All that
like
other
him?
shit, I like him.
I don't know, Rochelle.
No, I'm telling you, I like
speak
him.
very well.
You
But I
like
don't
him
believe-
at
No, I'm
52
telling
years
you.
old.
It's different.
You don't like
But
him at
that's why I say-
35 years old,
But that's
30
what
years
I'm saying.
old,
It's all about
25
what you're
years old,
looking for.
40 years old.
Demographic is different.
It's
If
all
you're
about what you're
younger-
looking for and what you've been
Right.
doing, what you've already had, and what you want. It's
Right.
about what you want.
I
What
need
you
to-
want,
Do
what
Do
you
you
want are two
like
different things.
him?
I need some stability.
Y'all keep talking over here. They don't like him.
No personality traits being talked
They
about.
don't like him.
Not one personality.
But that's because
They like a nigga with the 700.
Money, he don't got no type of.
But look, it all
They don't
depends.
like him.
He
Again,
don't take care of his mom.
They don't like him.
it depends on where you at in life.
They're
Like you
yeah,
convincing
sure.
themselves to like him.
real.
Yo,
Sure.
they're convincing.
I
They're
can-
all
I can
convincing
have
each other. Yo,
conversations.
you like him, right? You like this nigga, right?
No.
You like this nigga, right?
Kinda.
You like this nigga,
He's
right?
alright.
He's cool.
He got
He makes
certain
good money.
traits.
So what?
I
He
can
only
learn
can
to love
vacation
him.
every once in a while. You
No.
like him, right? They don't like
You know how we
him.
know
That's
this?
not what she's
Because we're the
saying.
guys on the
They
other
will
side
fuck
hearing
with
y'all
him.
complain. You know, he's kind of on time. He's dependable. Why are you talking to us? Well, you know, he's not exciting sometimes.
They
He's
don't like
responsible.
him.
That's
The
not
number
what
one-
she said. What she
They
said
will settle with
was
him.
when you are in different spaces of your life, you want different things.
Right.
But
Right?
I'm looking at Rochelle.
So her
I'm
and
looking
I
at you.
are
You
on
like
two
to be
different-
lit for the rest of your life.
Yo,
100%.
all right, let her say what she gonna say. She
Sorry,
like to be
Chris.
lit. Go ahead,
No,
yo.
yeah, I think everybody over here, everybody on it that we talking about right
Yeah.
now, like money. We know that already. We
Right.
see that with each other. That's not
you
an
think
issue.
I like money?
Go to hell. I didn't know you. I didn't know you for 15 years. Okay. The reason I met you was so that we could get some money together.
Same
Okay.
here. He called me
I'm
like,
just
yo,
asking
let's
if
get
I
money
look
together.
like that. You said we look like. I said, damn, I look like that.
Listen,
But what you saying?
no, but
Cream?
in different parts of your life, whether you're 20, 30, you are looking for different things during different times.
fair.
Yeah.
Right.
So what she's saying is in this part of her life, she's willing to say, yo, listen, I can't do street dudes no more because I don't want somebody that's going to jail or somebody that might be harmed. Right? Because that comes with a whole nother
nother
expense outside of money. You're not even sleeping at night because you thinking that phone gonna ring and he might be dead or go to jail.
100%.
That's what she's saying. So she's saying, yo, listen, I will deal with the garbage man who still may very well be a good brother because at this point in my life, I want something more structural. Whereas for Cream, I done deal with so much bullshit that I don't care about none of that because I don't want that. I don't want a marriage.
You don't want a garbage man?
No, don't start doing that. I said, I'm not in the
Can I just
space.
ask you a question, Cream?
Let him-
You can, hold on.
When
But I'm
she's
not,
done, you're gonna go, S.
what I'm saying is, I'm not in the space right now where I want a family or I want a husband or a partner or any of that, right? So those qualities are not at the top of my list. I don't care about you being a good father or good to your mother because I don't care about them.
So you want a man spending money and laying pipe?
Right.
Yes.
Yes, that's what she wants.
That's what she wants.
But I was saying that, listen, I was
That's
saying
what she
it's not
wants.
only that way, because if you would have asked me this question 3-4 years ago, I would have said, Joe, I want a brother that comes home on
Can
time.
I ask you the
us with-
question?
Yes.
Do you like him?
Yes.
The dude I fuck
No,
with
you
now?
don't. She don't.
Yes.
Yes,
I know this nigga. You know the fuck
Yes.
she don't. She don't like him.
Oh.
She's gonna
She
settle.
don't.
She
She don't.
does not like him.
How
She's
you think
gonna
I don't
cheat.
like him?
Homeboy, I
We
hope
know
you're not
each other.
watching. Homeboy, I hope you don't see
He
this
watches
tape.
every interview.
Come on, stop it.
No.
She don't like these niggas like that. They will settle. It's cool. I understand.
But we not
I know-
settled 'cause we not in a
listen,
relationship.
I
I'm
know
not in
her
a
history.
relationship with
I
nobody.
know her history too, okay? So I know why she would turn around. She knows I know. So she would turn around and say, you know what? This is the path that I'm going to go on. I'm going to try to like these niggas.
But I'm not trying to. I'm
you're
honest
trying to
about that.
stop
I'm
it,
saying,
nigga.
yo, listen, the likability that we have is the fact that we enjoy certain things. We enjoy shopping. We enjoy
Money.
vacations.
Money.
And that's fine, but that's what
Does
he
this
like
sound
too.
like she like this
It's-
nigga?
listen,
You enjoy shopping and
Can I
vacation.
Listen.
Yo, Space Ghost love the women. Wait, hold on. Space Ghost love the women. He fights against me every time. Does it sound like she like this nigga? Thank you.
He's your
Thank
number one
you.
advocate.
She's your number one advocate, nigga.
You like what he
What are you
provides.
talking
listen.
about?
If somebody comes to you and says, yo, listen, I see you don't, I want to date you. And I say, I don't really date. And he
Okay.
say, yo, listen, I understand that, but give me a chance. I could add some fun into your life. All right, cool. And I give you a chance.
Yeah.
And that just happens to come with things that are superficial because he can provide that.
Cream.
I can like him for other things as well. We have to, listen, there has
You're
to be
a money identifier. You already was able to scope him out and say,
with no money and just sit down and talk to this nigga, you don't like it.
But did I say I couldn't do that? Or did y'all say I couldn't do that?
You didn't ask her.
You
No,
can't.
ask
You're
her.
free.
Ask her, can she do
You
that?
go to the beach, which is
Ask her,
free,
can she
and
do
have
that?
a conversation with him.
Right.
No.
Why not?
I know this
Y'all
nigga.
just making shit up.
I know this nigga.
I didn't say that. That's
nigga.
them saying that.
Oh, that's
listen,
them saying that.
I think they date him because I don't think
Fuck
they got
outta
all the
here.
answers.
why is the
Fuck
number
out
one
of here.
thing?
That's your whack ass answer, nigga. Get
You
the
got
fuck
all the
out of
answers.
here.
They ain't call you.
Nigga, I know. Nigga, I'm asking you.
So you ain't asking me a question. Ask me a
Listen,
question.
Answer the question.
Legitimate.
Do you like the
I
nigga?
just said I do, and then I said it has to be. I very much like
Traditional.
him, but there also has to be a certain level of likeness
don't say
that.
but though. Say
No, I'm
however.
saying because-
when you say but, it takes away everything.
Everything you said
else.
before
She
that.
took it away already.
Everything you
It
said
goes
before
back
that.
to what I said. She don't like the nigga. We on camera. It's high stakes for her right now.
What I said-
Before when she sat down with us, there was no stakes. After she did 6.5 million, it's high stakes. She's touring. She's doing shit. She's
Now I'm
traveling.
touring.
She's doing red carpets. Now she got the nigga taking her everywhere. She likes you, bro.
Off
Next
that
time.
video, you forced his hand now. Because he's like,
But
no,
I didn't
listen.
force nobody's hand. That's
Listen.
You gotta eat ass, pay bills, and smell good. What the fuck you talking about?
You think he wasn't doing that before the video?
No. What I'm
I
saying.
never in my life fucked a nigga that ain't never eat my ass. Are you crazy?
Cream.
I never in my life fucked somebody that ain't pay my car no or have to. Like, what are we talking
Cream,
about
I'm not
here?
talking about the
These
stamp.
stipulations were before y'all saw
No.
Cream. Listen, let me tell you something. I started selling crack when I was 9 years old. You think I was out here dealing with brothers that wasn't providing before that?
Cream, what I'm
This is
talking
not
about.
nothing
Cream,
new. You see me?
Cream, you talking
They
about.
come with money.
Cream, take out the money in the streets. Now we're talking about popularity, access. You've had money, but now you have a different level access.
I hear you. Yes,
Now,
I hear you.
Now the money he has ain't nothing compared to a dude with 20 million.
Where he at? Now,
You understand?
I told you she don't like you. Now back to race.
I said I wasn't in a relationship. I still like
Let me
him.
show you something.
Right? I said I'm not in no relationship with no
Back to the
person.
regularly scheduled program. Keep going, Heineken.
ASAP Rocky's 20 million to Rihanna's 2 billion. This is 20. This is 2 billion.
Right.
So the man that's putting up his money, when the next dude come and hits your DM, because they hitting them, because I be in the DMs.
Yo,
So I know.
the fucking manager's gonna say, you need to talk to this one. This is the one.
Yes.
I found him.
You just seen Zion got hemmed up by 2 different chicks. You don't think an NBA dude looking at you, that NBA dude hit your DM and you're not in a relationship, what happening? You in Madrid right now.
She don't like him, y'all. I keep trying to tell y'all.
Listen,
And I'm not mad at
I said
that.
from jump, I wasn't in no relationship. I said I was
She's not in
dating
a
people.
relationship.
Cream, if you call me and Esso's phone, you like, yo, this NBA nigga hit me, we gonna be like, yo,
But hold
here's
on,
the
no.
business
Let me
plan.
ask
I ain't calling my phone. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Hold on a
I ain't
second.
got nothing to do
I
with
want that
that.
bread,
I'm about to
too.
Don't
Listen.
do your assumption shit with me. I ain't got
Hold on, I'm
nothing to
about
do
to
with
blow
that.
your
You
kid
got your
off.
own. She hit your
Esso,
phone.
how long you knew me?
15.
About 15 years.
15 years.
Uh-huh.
Would that be the first call or the first time an NBA brother ever?
No,
Exactly.
okay.
Come on, an NBA, MLB.
She was
rappers,
queen
it
once
been-
a time. What you talking about?
They been there. So it's not going to be new. I'm not going to have to make that call.
So
They-
you got an El Chapo,
They
you
been
dating.
there. Listen, brother, I'm just saying this is not nothing new. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying when you carry, when you
divide the
provide us, when you are a certain caliber of person, there is, there's always
Attraction.
Right. There's always gonna be a brother that tries his hand that, come on, son, you playing yourself. But when you walking down the street, money sees money.
Yeah.
When you in certain circles, when you in certain events and things like that, they know like you gotta be somebody to be in here. Or you gotta be, doing something to be in these spaces.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. It's not so far-fetched because
I'm not saying
I'm
it is.
already, you know what I'm saying?
But what I'm saying is now your popularity is at a scale that
It's still going up.
Yeah,
She cool
yeah.
right now. It's still moving. You talking about she cool?
I'm not saying you gonna just
moving.
spongy. Who?
Yeah, he
Let him over-exaggerate. What you talking about? He's supposed to pick me up like that. See what I'm saying? That's why when Heineken
No,
call
we
our
stay in
answer.
reality. We stay in reality.
Let's tell her pull up her DMs right now. You gonna be like,
That's when Heineken called me and him chopped up. We be on the phone for an hour and a half. I'm lying.
He's a phone Joneser. I'm not. That's all. I'm
But do
talking
you
to
find
nobody.
yourself being a little intimidating to the guys that you probably would talk to?
Yes.
Like, or you do,
Even
right?
when I was younger though, they used to say that.
Right.
You know
That's
what I'm
how
saying?
she listens. How
Right,
she
me
talk.
too. Like they say
Yeah.
that I'm
That's
not
how she
How I
coachable.
talk, how I
I'm not-
move,
yeah.
all that
She
stuff.
used
They
to
always
work
say.
for me, right? And one day, I was actually supposed to pay her, but I was fucking traveling, fucking around. Back then, I was popping E, partying and
my
shit,
God.
right?
I was still in the street.
Yeah, she was in the street.
When I was working for
It
you, I was
wasn't-
still in the
yeah,
street.
she was working for me, but it wasn't even no real money. It was light paper, right? So I'm fucking disregarding. I'm like, yo, when I get back in town, I'll give her this money. Nigga called me like, yo, my nigga, so. You know, when I work for somebody, I get paid, my nigga. And so I say, yo, babe, I was supposed to pay you yesterday. I'm gonna be back in town in 2 days. That's why she laughing.
Long story short, I got fired.
Long story short, I dropped the money. I said, I ain't fucking with her no more. I put that money in her pocket. And he said, yo, I'm cool, nigga. That's when she was hood nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? So me and her
That's
go
mad.
back
That's
a
mad funny.
long
Yes.
motherfucking way. So when she started cooking, when I saw her cooking before anybody even knew about her, I was like, yo, I'll buy your shit.
Yeah, and you
selling
you
plates?
actually took me up the clue.
Yeah,
You
you
took
know
me
what I'm
up the
saying?
clue.
I said, you selling plates or whatever she was doing at that time. She was doing meals, then she was doing shit like for Christmas. So I would get
just light stuff.
You know, so I would get turkey wings and different type of shit from her for Christmas, and she would drop it off. And then as she just kept going, she just kept seeing like I just kept seeing her just keep going to the next level. Like,
Right.
I'm gonna take this course, and this is my new presentation. When I pop up, I can pop up like this now.
You know
and
what's
shit
so
like
funny?
that.
On a very much lighter note, you know you took me to my first steakhouse ever?
No, I don't even remember.
Wow.
Which one?
I think we went to Morton's.
Morton's?
With
Maybe.
I
That's so
forgot
cute.
dude's name that used to sing. But we went there, and I ain't gonna lie, I was mad embarrassed, and I'm not a person that'll tell you, like, this is my first time doing something. Because, no.
We spoke about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so, like,
That's
I'm
dope.
there, and I didn't know, like, he like, yo, how you like your steak and shit? I didn't know how to really order steak. I didn't understand that the steak don't come with nothing.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that brought me back. That was the first time. And then when y'all ordered, I was like, oh, I know what to do now. and I did it after that. But before
That's
that,
crazy.
I had no idea.
That's
I
dope.
did a
I be
lot.
feeling like
That's
that too,
dope.
because I'm a lot of people's
That's
first.
dope.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
First one.
Oh my God. I be feeling like that too.
You know, people like, oh, this is my first time having this color. This is my first time. You know, I haven't been to the salon in over 25 years.
yeah.
My first. And I always say, I've been a lot of people first. Oh.
You a flower taker. You just be snatching flowers left and right.
But that's good to be somebody first because you
sure.
get to.
Yeah,
you
I
get
just
to-
thought about that as you were saying
I'm
that.
big
I'm like,
on
yo,
that. Like I'm big on
I love
taking
it.
everybody to everywhere. Like
Yeah.
I'll call them two niggas and be like, yo, I just went to this restaurant. When I
yeah.
get a check, yo, I'm gonna take y'all niggas there so y'all could go there. Like I'm a big sit down. So her talking about steak, like my number one pastime is taking niggas out to eat and drink. That's just what I
Undefeated.
do
I love that.
on a
I mean, it really
regular
is, though.
basis. Like,
But
know
you
what
got
I'm
my
saying?
number, right?
like she said, we all going out.
I like
You sound just like
I like
that.
Yeah. But that's what I like to do. So it's ironic that even back then when I was younger, even 15 years ago, that would be something that I naturally did. Now I understand myself more. I was just doing shit back then, just trying to find and just doing things that I like. You know what I'm saying? Now after you get older and you find out the things that you like, you kind of hone in on those things. And that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I treat that same way with the business that I do.
Yeah.
Like I found something that I like and he introduced me to this shit. And I didn't like nothing like this since I like basketball. I tell people like that. Like ball is something that I did for no money. That I woke up and I loved to practice and I loved to play. I loved being in school. Like everything about basketball, the whole lifestyle, the smell of the basketball court, the new shorts and everything. So when he brought me to this life, to this camera, and because he said from a long time ago that I was gonna be great. He's like, you gonna be one of the biggest niggas that ever do this shit. I was like, I don't even know. I was like,
I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing.
I was like, I don't even know what the fuck you talking
doing.
about. Not even doing. This was before I even did it.
Right.
Before I even did it, when he said to be on the show, that's what spurred me on to tell her, yo, sit down, because she was going back and forth with us all. And I was like, yo, my nigga, I had to just break it down. My nigga, you know me for a long time. You don't trust me?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not that dude that's gonna lead you to a path. I don't need to do this for hits and all the rest of that type of stuff. Yo, trust me, yo, just sit down and just talk.
Right.
Real talk. And it was all about makeup. I said, no, nobody cares about that. Yo, just sit down and just do what you're gonna do because that's how he led me to it. So for me, when I watch her, I'm not gonna lie, I be watching her like a proud father. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie. I'll be like, yo, this bitch is going nuts. I be like, yo, I just talked about her today. I said, yo, this bitch gonna be late because she telling me she did a fucking photo shoot and Ghostlight did a photo shoot. He's like, I need 10%. she blowing up. I said, yo, she doing photo shoots and red carpets and all this stupid wild shit. I said, yo, it's dope to see somebody take the ball and run.
Yeah, she don't drop.
Because that's what they said I did. So it's like, I never put nobody in no seat, no nothing. So the first person that I say, yo, you come sit down here and you go do this. So for her to take the ball and go running, it only makes me look even better.
Yeah.
For sure.
And I called them like, yo, because
sure.
when we first had the conversation before we even put out the episode, I was like, yo, I don't really, I don't like
know,
that
yeah.
kind of attention. I don't want people in my business.
And she's like, oh.
And he like, yo, trust me, it's gonna be good. And then when shit picked up, I hit him like, you know what, son? You was right. You know what I mean? But I have that abrasiveness, you know what I mean? Because I'm from, even though I'm doing this stuff with the cooking, I'm good on cooking. You know what I'm saying? I got me as a chef. Huh?
You ready to quit?
I'm not ready to quit. I make too much money. I like it.
Mm.
But I got me as a personal chef, and then I also got the catering company. So I'm kind of like, okay. And then again, not to keep bringing it back to the streets, but the way I grew up was like, you don't want to be in front of the camera. You don't want to be known like that. So when he said, I'm like, man, I know a bunch of whack people that come from Idaho or something like that is gonna say something stupid, and I'm gonna have to do
Yo, you answered every comment.
Now, I did at first, and then I was like, let me chill.
My nigga, it was 3 months. I
You lying.
I would be in the car with them.
I called her one day. And was like, yo, my nigga, stop looking at the
comments.
And yo,
I said, just
credit,
stop looking at the
she had fire for
I was smoking.
everybody.
Like, I had this voice my whole life. I always had hairy arms, everything. You think I wasn't outside joking and all? I'm gonna smoke your boots every time we go back and forth.
I'm like, she's wasting a lot of good material on these mother effers, bro. I'm like, I would look, because our names is all tagged. And I'm like, oh shit.
But that's what life is all about, is really getting into something that you can do for free.
Absolutely.
Because you don't want to
What you mean for free?
No, for free. I would come here and do people hair for free if I had to.
Like my biggest dream for everybody in the world, for real, seriously, is to be able to do something that they love.
100%.
To be able to do something that I literally stood behind the chair and cried because my client was crying because she loved her look. Because she was in a place where when she came in, she wasn't the same person that left out. 100%. She just wasn't the same person. And she's just bawling and bawling. I'm like, that is dope.
Yeah.
That's dope to change the trajectory of someone's life.
I mean, but what I want to say is, I don't think that people understand how much money that women in beauty salons make. These bitches is rich. I promise y'all.
I really think when
they got too much. Y'all not
they
getting
have
it.
us underestimated.
Yeah, they really do.
Because my sister-in-law was like, let me see, telling her wife, because her wife is a doctor, and she was like, let me see your tax return. And so she's talking tax return. She was like, oh, I know somebody that can match that tax return. He's like, oh, Rochelle can match that. She's a hairstylist. Right. She can.
Oh Lord, y'all.
People be like,
y'all teach me how to do some wigs and stuff.
100%.
In case y'all don't know, they're making a good.
I'm an
It's a party in here.
They say, oh, what do you do? I'm a hairstylist.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right.
And they're like, settle back.
Benzes
Like it's nothing. I'm like, nah, it's
daughter
everything.
got a Range Rover. Her daughter
got a Rover.
No, not because of me, though.
It's because of the guy she dated.
No, her father.
Her father.
The man you picked.
She attracted a man who bought her daughter a Range Rover in high school, okay?
High school,
These niggas in here is rolling. They going on
She
vacations.
know how to pick wives.
They making their own time.
And let me tell you something.
Private school,
Let me
college.
tell
There
you
you go.
something.
No loans.
I've been vacationing before Instagram,
100%.
before Facebook, before TikTok,
100%.
before all the things. Been vacationing.
Don't get it twisted.
Don't get it
If she's a
twisted.
good hairstylist,
My
she
Instagram is not a liar.
got money and
Like,
she's making cash on a
what
daily.
you doing? What you talking about?
She reports what she want to report and get it right.
100%.
We report everything.
He said,
We report everything.
I report nothing.
Yo, tell me so, because we could go on all day, but I'm gonna wrap it up soon. What does it take to get? This isn't. I guess this. I wouldn't call this brick and mortar, whatever. But what does it take to get a beauty salon in New York City? It's wild expensive out here.
It is wild expensive, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been in this game for 30 years in Harlem. I have been in 4 or 5 locations, and it's about chasing the rent. Right? When I started this thing, I was 25 years old. Started on 5th Avenue, 133rd. That's when brownstones was $1. I didn't know. I'm from Virginia, so I didn't know. When they said a brownstone is $1, I'm like, I don't believe that shit.
Right.
I don't believe. But I didn't have anybody to school me either. Right? So I've been chasing rent for the past 30 years. So I done went to 5th Avenue, to 7th Avenue, and I've just been up and down 7th Avenue because 7th Avenue is like the least expensive avenue, but now it's higher. So I'm not going to 8th Avenue. So after 7th Avenue, I'm out of here. You know, my thing is teaching and doing what y'all guys are doing and trying to, you know, really, because my passion is really teaching and teaching the kids what to do in this industry and how to make it in this industry. I've been doing it for 30 years. 2 kids through private school, 2 kids through college, nice cars, nice houses, everything, bumping and curling. So now it's trying to take it to another level for me. That's where I'm at.
And what level is that?
Teaching.
How you gonna make the money teaching that you're used to making? You think it's there?
Oh, absolutely is there. Because the industry want to know, how can I make $300,000 a year?
Ooh, Lord.
How can I make that doing what you're doing? I
Is that $300K after you pay your bills?
I'm sorry?
Is that $300K after you pay your bills?
She ain't gonna answer.
No, I mean, I'm talking about annually, I'm over 3.
All right, well, that's it then.
My accountant will tell you.
Well, that's after, okay.
Over 3 annually, over 3.
With the receipts.
And that's with the receipts.
Beauticians got accountants. I keep trying to tell y'all.
The right ones do.
Yeah. So when you think about it, it's like you got these kids coming out of beauty school and they're like they can't see the forest for the trees.
No,
you know, the only light they see, they think it's a train. It's not a train. It could really be light at the end of the tunnel and then not be a fucking train.
But don't you think if they're good at what they do, they're gonna make money?
It's not about being good. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm not the best. She's better than me. In terms of skill, honestly and truly, she's better than me. I'm gonna tell you that. But it's the consistency. It's about your personality. It's the people come to you for different reasons.
They feel comfortable when they come here.
Absolutely.
Like they come here, they feel like they.
You know what?
New people.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why.
People always say, I feel like I'm at home.
100%.
You know why?
Do say, I feel like I'm at home.
No, I'm gonna tell you why.
And they don't get that with the new people. Like with new
you being somebody home, that's why.
But you have to, you be in someone's home. I am a perfectionist.
I'm gonna tell you why they feel like home.
You be in someone's home. Wait. You go to someone's home and you have to pay all this money. They don't wash your hair. They don't blow dry it. They don't braid it down.
Wait,
what is happening?
What is that?
When you're in school, they say that you cannot do anyone's hair without someone's.
So you ever came here? They have to. And Javelle tell you to wash your fucking hair?
No.
What kind of shit is that?
That's crazy.
Y'all fucking the game up.
That's
with
crazy.
That don't make no sense.
But they're fucking their game up though.
That
the
makes
longevity
no
of it though.
Sense. It's the nastiest, dirtiest.
It is the nastiest, dirtiest thing ever.
Most unprofessional thing I have ever heard of in my fucking life.
It's ridiculous.
To tell people to come there with your hair washed. You want me to trim it too? You want me to grease the scalp too? You want me to do all
got these
the
retainers
things?
on. I keep like.
Are they doing that to save money?
What?
Is that what they're doing?
A lot of them don't know the
have no
process.
license. They don't have no lights. They ain't got no running water. Wherever they at, they ain't got no running water.
For real?
They ain't got no hot water.
That's why they bring you in.
They don't have any schooling or
They just want you to come in and get you out.
You don't think it could be for time to save time?
But that's not
I'm not saying it's right. I'm just asking questions because I don't know.
Clean is
Cleanliness is what causes the godliness.
I mean, but
what I'm saying is that I want to make
is.
sure that your scalp is clean, that your scalp is conditioner. We take care of your hair and your scalp.
It's about hair health. It's about hair health, not the style. These are hairstylists that are not concerned about hair health. Like, no one should be going to you for 5 years or even 5 months and your hair's not growing.
Right.
And your hair looking crazy when you take these styles out. That's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
I'm sorry.
Period.
I just appreciate the fact that y'all got central air. That's what I'm gonna say.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
We have money.
It feels good.
Question.
Yeah.
Being successful,
I can't.
could it ever replace the feeling of having a family?
No.
No.
And I'm gonna tell you why. I have 2 kids, right? And with my son, I lost a lot of time with him, and he won't let me forget it.
I appreciate him.
He will not let me forget it. Now, my daughter is 17, my son is 26. And when I realized that I needed to do better, I did better. I started taking my Saturdays off. I was taking my 3-day weekends, and we going to restaurants and going on vacations. And I do way more with her than I did with my son because I didn't know. I was only 25 when I had my son. I was 33 when I had my daughter. So as I learned better, I did better. I apologize almost every day. I'm sorry I didn't go to your parent-teacher conference. I'm sorry I wasn't at the student meeting and this and this and that. I apologize, but it still looks away to him that I'm doing so much more for Charlie and I wasn't as available.
But can I ask you a question? If you could do it all over again, would you take the time with him or would you make the money?
That's rugged.
She gonna make the money because I keep telling y'all niggas, yo, homeboy, you gotta man up, you got a penis, deal with it. I say this all the time on this show. I said a woman will pick the money
but you know what?
before they pick everything else when they about their bread.
It's so ironic that you asked that because my paper is different now than it was back then.
Is it more now than it was back then?
More now.
But that's if you
It's
adjust
more
for
now.
inflation.
So you was grinding more with him.
I was grinding more.
Okay.
But I was learning
That's
more.
fair.
I was in that, stage of trying to figure shit out. I just graduated from high school, cosmetology school, came to New York to model. I wasn't even supposed to have been doing this shit. I supposed to have been in show business. That's what I supposed to have been doing. I wasn't even supposed to have been doing hair. So somebody said that having a hair salon was a great idea, so I got a salon, right? And what I'm gonna offer everybody, if you don't have a plan for your life, if you don't know where you wanna go with your life, somebody else do. They know what you wanna do with your life. They give you all these fucking ideas of things that you can do with your life, but they're not gonna do it. They're not gonna get a salon. They're not gonna do this. They're not doing
You know
this.
who's that?
They not,
I'm gonna tell you.
they not
So
business
guess who's
people.
that? Who? The 90%.
100%.
Yeah, it is.
That's the.
Because we have a big fight on this show that I cater to the 10%. I cater to the niggas that want to go get money. Part of my friends, they want a lot of fucking women. They want to travel the world. They want to be somebody. They want to own a house and an apartment and drive good cars and trick when they want to trick and go to strip clubs and throw money
All
up.
day.
That's who I'm for. I'm not for the 90% of the niggas that want to ridicule it and not do what the fuck they want to do and follow their dreams, work a job that they're miserable at, don't understand why they're in the position that they doing, thinking they're going to fucking Punta Cana or something crazy. I'm not for that.
Y'all some fly. Look at Cream's face.
Yo, I'm just being honest. I'm not.
Don't talk your shit.
Yo, I'm just being honest. I'm not.
That's a weekend.
I'm not for them
That's a day.
niggas. Since I was in high school, I was
Where you going for the
cooking
weekend?
dinner. I was cooking my own dinner in high school at 16, living by myself in Queens. My parents was in Virginia, and I was having girls come over crazy. I was playing ball, traveling, playing ball. I was already living a good life.
Yeah.
I was rolling dice, making money. I was never losing. I was just living the whole
He said I
charm
was
life.
never losing.
Yo, say that again.
I was
Never losing.
Never lose.
My man.
I was living a whole charm life.
Right.
So I developed my own standards. He been around my father. My father looked at me crazy. Like, yo, like, why you think you gonna do all this and have all this and do all this? Because I'm me.
It's like, why not?
I still
worked
got
hard
friends
for this
It's a
shit.
why
I
not
still
for
got family
me.
members that ask me when I'm gonna get a job. I say, hold on, ain't I the one you call when you need a bill?
money?
But
I need a job.
But see, I come from, in a large part of our community it's like if you don't have like a city job or a 9 to 5 job,
You
you don't have a
with
job.
They don't
retirement.
understand.
With a retirement
Yeah.
when you
They don't
fucking
understand
70
it.
They don't
years old
understand
now.
entrepreneurship.
And
you gotta work 38 years.
They can't wrap their head around it. They
The way
can't
the
wrap their head
economics
around.
is set up,
Yeah,
ain't no more retirement.
No.
that too.
It ain't.
They trying to raise retirement to 60 years old
I'm
and shit
I'm
like
telling
that.
No,
my
it's
kids
past
now.
60.
I'm
It's
telling my
past
kids
60.
now.
62. They trying to
The
make
kids
raise to like 65, 67.
Yeah, and the average year,
You
the
20-something?
average life expectancy ain't even far beyond
For
that. So you
black
telling
men,
me,
it's 59, and for black women, it's 74.
Yeah.
so you telling me I retire and then I just gotta give my
ain't
life to
gonna die.
Jesus and
If
die?
y'all think
You
I'm
gonna
gonna
die.
wait until
No, I'm
retirement
good.
to live, you must be crazy.
I tell all my clients.
You gotta live
ask me-
now. You don't know what's coming.
No.
Right.
But can I ask you a question about money? Because
Yeah.
I've been on a lot of different shows and shit, right? This is the
Yeah.
last thing I'm gonna say. They said 9%, it might be up to 11% right now, of the people in the continental United States, people make over $100,000 on the books. And I know not all the women, I'm not gonna say all, I know the women here and the women over there that y'all can't see have expectations of men that make 6 figures and can do different things. Because I heard Rochelle reference 175,000 like it's cake, like it's
Like
nothing.
nothing.
I'm just saying. She referenced 100, 150. He make 150,
Sure, 150,
175,000. You know what I'm saying? Like it's cake. And I know niggas not making that.
Mm.
How the fuck do y'all deal with that with wanting that type of thing, but in reality,
it's very scarce.
it's not. Yeah, it's not really out there like that.
I said that
not,
earlier.
like-
47% of the black community overall don't even make $50,000. Right. So in reality, we is struggling as a people. We really struggling. So that's why not you, because for you 125,000 is half what you make. So that's you like, yo, I'll
No,
deal
she
with
made
that.
300. That's not half.
Yeah.
You gotta be the 150 to get to half of what she makes.
All right, pardon me, I was 25,000 off.
You want
right.
about 25.
Look,
You want about 25.
I made that in 2 weeks. But anyway,
Pardon me.
what I'm saying is a lot of people that have these expectations, they're not realistic. They're not realistic. A lot of the conversations being led by
What
both
would be realistic though?
Realize
Because they would look at you and say you're not realistic because you got the same wants as them. What separates you from them? It's a lot of pretty women out here that got good pussy that's doing head when they come
that's
home from the date.
amazing. But the amount of brothers that you are able to meet that is very scarce.
You wanna know how to fix that?
You talking about men that's probably already married, got 10 bitches already. They not gonna be faithful to you. They don't want you because you don't bring nothing. And I don't mean nothing as far as monetarily. It just means like, yo, you don't have a business yourself. You don't have nothing yourself. I tell people this all the time. The Maserati's not coming to Walmart. You ain't never been in a Bentley before. You ain't never been in a Benz before. You don't even know the difference between sparkling and still water. So why would you think that when you come out of Family Dollar, the brother in the Bentley is waiting for you? And I don't mean that. I don't mean that in no disrespectful way. I just like people to be the fuck for real.
Only if you had the money would they be coming out of Family Dollar and you find a bitch there. Yeah. You ain't no nigga with money find a bitch coming out there.
There's a solution.
A woman,
13% of America only makes over 100,000 a year. So what I'm saying is there's a very small percentage.
11.
So 11.
No.
There's a very small percentage, a very small chance that actually happens. So what I'm saying is this: if we want to be better as a community, then how about you say, yo, you know what? I gotta be realistic, and I gotta deal with the brother that only make 50,000 or 60,000, and I gotta meet him halfway. Because let me tell you something: when we idolize, and this is me not being an asshole no more. This is me for real. When we idolize these white ideals, because that's what they is, that's where it come from. That family structure and that all of that shit comes from white men.
You know why?
Black men gotta realize y'all never gonna be on the same playing field as white men. You're never.
Hold on, I'm gonna tell you've been talking.
People in power have to give up power in order for you to not to be oppressed, and white men is not gonna give up power to give you some.
I'm gonna tell you something. What did you just say?
What?
Coming together. How did princes and princesses do? They took their resources and combined.
I wasn't there for the princes and princesses. I'm not sure.
But they exist. So the king and queen come together and they unify to build a bigger resource. So if you got 50,000 and I'm 50,000, let's come together, make 100,000. Then we start working the plan instead of saying, I want you built up already.
Right.
Consolidate your resources. If Rochelle is making 300K, I'm like, all right, cool. I gotta come with at least 200K. Now we at a $500,000. Then we can sit there and say, you making a little bit more than me, but I gotta figure out how
it doesn't even matter.
There you go.
It doesn't even matter because now we're pooling.
That's the key.
And that goes back to what he said about liking people.
Everybody talks about money,
you gotta
but
like
real
somebody
talk,
and have those
have
that match.
It's my thing.
Yeah.
Because when I met my wife, my sister just died, right? So my sister left me money, left my sister money. We spread it amongst the family and shit, right? When I met Ray, she was doing the lounge and shit or whatever. I started DJing over there. Niggas didn't know what I was doing or whatever. I was DJing because it's something that I could do, and I wanted to get out the house, and I could supplement income by doing it.
Yeah.
Right. Smooth.
You follow what I'm saying? After her lounge closed down, I made so much money while being in there, I was able to say, yo, I'm gonna pay this and I'm gonna do this until you figure out what you wanna do.
Right.
When she figured out what she wanted to do, she started doing the insurance, she started beasting, making all types of wild money. Then I met you. Then you said, yo, do this podcast and YouTube and shit. And I was like, nah, nigga, ain't no money in it. She turns and says, don't worry about it. You took care of us for 4 years. I got the money now. You go do something that you like. You earned it. And then we doing what we doing, and now we turn around and now we making money and doing what we doing.
100.
That's all pooling. But as each time goes up, you're not just taking the time just to make the money and say, I'm gonna pay the bills. You're also trying to figure out how we gonna move up.
That's it.
So
That's
if
a
I'm
unit.
gonna be with Rochelle per se, and she's doing hair and I'm paying the bills, while I'm paying the bills, I'm saying, yo, my nigga, when you make your move, make it a good one. Don't just tell me you trying to make money. I'm willing to do this shit, but when you do this shit, I'm expecting you to have the beauty salon, rent these motherfuckers out, and you turn to tell me, yo, Randy, listen, this is what I'm doing now, and I can turn around and do something that fills my heart as well.
So let me tell you, like, real talk, I was in a whole relationship for like almost like 13 years, and it wasn't like that.
Right.
It wasn't. Like, it was like, oh, you got it. You know what I mean? Like, he working the regular job, I'm working the salon. So this is a legal hustle for me. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. Doing hair is a legal hustle for real. Like, you just gotta hustle them in. You gotta, make sure you have, retention, all that jazz, right? So, but it wasn't a whole, like you said, the mindset. It wasn't, oh, let's work together. It was like, oh, I was on the work together shit. He was like, oh, let me do this for me. And then when I get my shit together, then we good. Nah, that's not how it go. If we a family, we a family. If it is what it is, then it's what it is. You can't just work on your own shit and then act like we working together, but it's not.
But I'm gonna be honest, Lucy, it wasn't like that from the beginning.
Oh, of course not. It's growth. But I literally told you 13 years though. But I'm just saying.
But it took a long. I'm gonna be honest, Lucy. It took a long time.
I get it.
For us to get to the point, shit had to occur to do it because for real, since I was the first one to step out and do the shit, right? You know what I'm saying? When she had the lounge and shit like that, it was easy for her to be like, yo, you could work there, I'm gonna pay you this and this. But when shit got hard, I was the first one to step out and be like, you know what? You can stay at my parents' place. It's in my name now. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna stay at my crib. Even if you can't pay it, I'm gonna pay both of them. Don't worry about it. Figure out to where you're trying to do. So she had a chance to see. I stepped out kind of on faith. Yeah. Because she would always tell me, oh, well, if she was on up, because we would argue about it. It wasn't like a simple thing. It would be like, yo, my nigga, like, I'm doing this. You need to be doing this. Why the fuck is this like this? It was issues, right? Yeah. And she would come to me and say, well, if the shoe was on the other foot, I would do this. I didn't know that. And I wasn't moving.
That was a faith thing,
And I wasn't moving as if I knew that. Because if I knew that, I wouldn't have been upset. And you know what I'm saying? Coming back at her about things, because I would be able to say, well, I know that she would do these things. Now, fortunate for me, when the shoe was on the other foot, she was able to step up and she was able to do those things, which got me to where I'm at right now. But
how did you feel about it as a man, though? When she stepped up and did these things,
I don't give a fuck. I tell you, I ain't that. I always had women that had a lot of money.
Right.
So I'm not like me and him talk about that. I always had women that had a lot of money.
Between the both of us, all the women in our families make money. I don't come from women not doing shit.
That's all I know. My cousin works for Johnny Cochran. Like, I know about pretty women that make a lot of money. And they trick their money. When I was on shows, I was like, yo, you never had a rich bitch before, have you?
He shut up. I mean,
nigga, shut up. Because women who got money don't talk like this.
Yeah.
They don't care. Like, the women who don't have money care about money. The women who do have money, they're not really care. It's real shit. It's pride for them to be like, I'm
versa
doing this.
with the men. That's why I see a lot of men and I be like, yo, y'all don't have nothing. Like, this is being led by somebody with nothing. Because I never had a brother that came with a substantial amount of money or even just being good. You know what I'm saying? He complained or we don't have these type of discussions. I don't need to, we don't ever sit down and be like, can we go on a $200 date? We don't need to have that. That shit is a dumbass conversation for somebody without $200 and need to go, you know what I'm saying? Like,
when you think about it too, though, Cream, listen, everybody, what they got to bring to the table is going to look different.
Yes.
I don't believe in 50-50. Everybody come with 100. My 100 is going to look different than your 100.
Right.
So whereas you can take care, whereas he making, 150 or whatever he making, he's going to be able to come to the table with something way different than what what I'm bringing to the table is going to look like.
Did you feel that way when you were younger?
No.
All right.
That's
what we talking.
No, but listen though.
Go ahead.
Before my husband, before my ex-husband, I never had a man to do anything for me. So I got excited when I can just get a mink coat, or I can just get a Chanel bag, or I could just get this.
It's a new experience.
It was nothing off limits that I could not have. It was nothing. This shit was just fucking exciting. So I'd never experienced that before. But it also comes at a cost that you may not be willing to.
What's the cost? What's the cost?
It's
We know it, but I want to hear you say it.
Control.
Yeah.
You know, it's all the things.
Where you at, Rochelle?
Why do women care about so much control? Because if a woman was paying my wife, paying my
No,
bills,
I think she's
more.
so.
Listen to what he said.
Pay the motherfuckers.
No, I hear
as long as you there to have sex, I don't give a fuck about
But
control.
a lot of
I'm telling you, no,
I
it's
just can't let.
It's
But
more
that's
than
you.
just your regular
That's
control.
you.
I'm a
though.
people person. I'm a people person. I love people around me.
Okay, what they gonna do with control?
It's different.
She be around too many
if your
niggas.
people, if you're,
See?
and I have boyfriends.
I know the
I have
lingo.
boys that are friends that I had since I was in high school.
Let him go, Rochelle. The make
And
more
I-
But
important.
it could get worse than that. When
Right,
I
it
was
can.
with
It
my
just-
baby father that made, and you know this is back then. I was with my baby father 16 years ago, right? 17 years ago, and he was making $15,000, $20,000 a week, right? I couldn't even I couldn't go past the mailbox.
Yeah.
Once he got with me, and I was 16, 17 when he got with me. On our first date, he said, yo, I get money, my women don't work. So I got excited. Like, you guys like, oh, shit.
Get
I
excited.
ain't got to be outside no more. I don't got to be in the street no more. Oh, I'm going to do that. He said, all you got to do is be pretty and keep
That's
the house
it.
good. I didn't know that came with getting punched in my motherfucking face. I didn't know that came with me not being able to talk to nobody else. I'm talking about friends, family, whoever. So it's a level of control that ends up happening. And a lot of people mistake providing with being able to be oppressive and abusive.
100%.
So the more money a lot of these men make and they get into these positions of power, they come into the relationship with that and be like, yo, I pay all the bills, so I can slap you, or I can do this, and you don't have no say-so.
Those types of men, but there are other men.
I didn't say it was everybody.
I don't want
Yeah, like my ex-husband,
talk,
it was nothing like physically abusive, but it was just a lot of things that I had to learn. Put it that way. Being in a relationship like that, because I've never been in a relationship like that before. I've always had my own. I left my mother's house when I was 15 years old. So I've been hustling, trying to figure my shit out since that long.
The scariest thing for a man that really cares about a woman and he has a lot of money is knowing that a man with no money is ragdolling her up and down. So that's where the control comes from, those types of dudes. There's some dudes that don't care.
Because they know 9 times out of 10 they feel like you like them because of the money.
They
And
already
they
know.
always feel like there's another
It's
dude.
insecurity.
That there's another
It's not
dude.
insecurity.
That is insecurity.
No.
Lucy,
Stop.
it's reality.
Yes.
Because
It's
9 times out of
insecurity.
10, it's another
not.
nigga you like.
It's a part
No,
of
it's
reality.
hold on.
Yeah.
Lucy,
I'm
this
with
is
you.
experience.
I'm with you.
This is experience.
You would be with
When we're
her.
around other women,
You get on that.
yo, between here and I, we got a lot of sisters. We got a lot of women. We here to talk. Yeah, I'm about to finesse this guy. Hopefully he can fuck me good. This
Why
is
he always include me? I don't got nothing to do with that. I don't want my sister looking at
Listen,
that. I ain't said nothing about
He
that.
said you
I
want
ain't
to get
got nothing to do
jumped
with
on his
that.
wife.
You do that on your own.
We
Stop
know his wife,
including me.
like-
I got enough dirt on my own
She
name. I don't need more
crazy.
dirt, bro.
Oh, so they don't tell you nothing.
I'm good.
They don't spit no
I'm
game for you.
good.
They never
I'm
put you on the game.
The one thing that my sister Tammy, God bless the dead, told me was.
Now, my gay friends put me on
This
the
is
game.
this is the one thing that my sister told me. She pulled me to the side. She said, "You know when a girl likes a dude, she knows if she wants to fuck him within 5 minutes."
Absolutely.
Literally.
That's what she told me. So she said, "Don't be fucking around
We can hear their
playing.
voice and tell.
Don't be fucking around and playing."
Not hear your
She
voice.
said she can hear their voice and tell. See,
Seriously.
don't be fucking around playing with all this shit that you doing, knowing you stutter. Get to the fucking point, nigga. That's what the fuck she told me, and I
Not
used that
knowing you
shit.
stutter.
And every chick I ever went out with, I swear to God, I was like, "Yo, what's up?" What you mean, what's up? Yo, listen, B. My sister already told me, you know, if you want to fuck me or not.
Oh my God.
Every chick I ever been with in my life, I swear to God, except for my wife, and all I'm saying because of her, she lasted a couple of more days. It was always 1 or 2 days that I had sex with him.
That's only because of her.
First day
Yeah.
or second day. Her, she lasted maybe 10 more extra days, but it wasn't a long fucking time. I didn't play that. I would say
Nah,
that.
I ain't play
I got twin sisters.
Right.
I got twin sisters, and they tell me what's up.
And that's
so
what
I'm a lead with what they say. I'm a believe when a woman tells me about another woman.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
That's what
but
I'm
then,
saying.
But then guys, because a lot of women think that, you know, I gotta wait 90 days, I gotta wait this. You can mess with
90
him.
days?
You could
To do what?
I'm just saying. Just
What are you talking about 90 days?
No, I'm just saying. A lot of women are saying.
You don't like them niggas that wait 90 days. Say, that's the point. If you can get him, if you can get him to agree to 90 days, he's already off the charts.
Yeah.
Not even that. If
He's
you listen,
trash. Stop.
you gonna be mad that you. What if you actually like him during those 90 days and then his dick wet? You gonna be mad.
Mad.
It's not necessary. It's really not necessary to wait that long.
People
You
have
already
those
know what
rules.
time
How
it
long
is.
should women wait?
As long as
Max.
they want to.
Till they feel
You're gonna
comfortable.
be
That's
single.
it.
As long
Yeah,
as
that's
I'm gonna tell you
what you
something.
say?
No,
You can't be single waiting that long.
No.
She
I
didn't.
said
All she
as
said
long as
is
you want to. I
That's
didn't.
not gonna work, Lucy.
You didn't fucking hear what I said. As long as you want to.
Who, the woman?
Whoever. I didn't say me. I didn't
nobody
say I
should
didn't
feel
give no time.
pressured to have a certain
If I
time.
need
Why you
somebody
thinking
I want-
negative? She
Hold
can
on,
say
hold
you
up,
might want to
hold
do
up.
it today.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I need somebody I don't fuck
Think
them tonight. I'm
positive.
fuck them tonight. I walk around with condoms. I'm ready for my shit. I'm a grown ass woman. I'm ready when I'm ready. If I want it, I want it. I'm not gonna let nothing stop me
I
from
walk
doing
around
what
with
I want to
condoms.
do.
What's the longest a man made you wait?
A man made me wait.
Yes.
I was confused by the question.
Yes. 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 Yeah, you.
She said she walk around with condoms and
A man
shit.
has never
She
made
said
me
she
wait.
walk
He
around
never
with
said, hold
condoms.
on.
Nah.
Not,
Nah. And I'm not that
that's
person.
what that 90 days.
I'm also not that person that make a man wait. Because what? 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 Because I got it. We can battle all day. We can battle all day.
Oh my God.
When I'm ready, I'm ready.
BagFuel.
When I'm ready, I'm ready.
Yo, listen,
You don't know to watch, yo.
I'm
No,
gonna
this
take it
not
upon myself. Like, subscribe, super chat, super thanks, BagFuel. I hope you enjoyed it. It's our first one in a beauty salon with multiple people on at one time. Follow and tell them how they can find y'all on Instagram or whatever you have.
You can find me on Instagram, Rochelle H. Mosley, and Facebook, Rochelle Hunter Mosley.
I am functional hair, FUNKTIONAL _ Lucy _ hair on Instagram, and Lucina Richardson, LASEENA Richardson on Facebook.
I am chef.cream on both TikTok and Instagram, chefcream.com. Yep, that's it.
What's our location? Tell them the location again so they hear.
We are at
Salon 804.
Salon 804, 2305 Adam Clayton Power Boulevard
Bang,
in
bang.
Harlem.
And at 473 River Road in Edgewater, New Jersey, Phoenix Hair Salon.
Y'all
Support
don't know-
black business.
Y'all don't know no niggas putting black women on the fucking platform, letting them get busy. Y'all don't know
Most dudes would
none.
have been crazy not letting
So-
y'all talk.
Right?
They would.
And I'm glad you said this is the first one, because it ain't the last.